Okay, that time of year when northerners flock down south to get some sunshine, some warmth, and a great way to earn some cash. You can rent out your home, but there are some things you may need to know about, some legal things. And Dane Heptner here to tell us what we need to know. Dane's part of Ask a Lawyer going on next door in the studio. Thank you guys. You always come in and donate your time, and they're here for about 10 more minutes, so thank you. Good to see you.
Thanks.
All right, Air BNB. Is there something folks need to know about before they jump into doing this that can come back and bite you later?
Yes, absolutely. The first thing you should do before you're getting on Airbnb and renting out your home, go to the city that you live in, the municipality, whether you're in Tampa, Clearwater, St. Petersburg. You need to know what the city codes say about short-term leases, because a lot of different cities have prohibitions. They don't let you lease for less than 30 days, for instance.
Okay.
And I was talking to a realtor friend of mine, Cindy Hayden, recently, and she was telling me about a realtor over in Clearwater who actually got slapped with a $35,000 fine because they were renting out their Airbnbs, on a nightly, bi-nightly basis, and bringing in this cash without realizing there was a city code, a city ordinance that prohibited that. So you definitely want to check that. And then there are some other things that you should be aware of too to just protect yourself.
So look into it.
Right.
And I guess because it's such a popular thing right now, everybody's already going to have a rule for this, right?
Yeah, and it's really, sort of the law is starting to catch up with the popularity of the Vrbo and Airbnb movement.
Right.
And then insurance companies are starting to do the same thing. So that's another consideration.
Okay. Here's an obvious one. What happens if somebody gets hurt on your property?
Right, exactly. And so that's kind of, in Florida, every property owner has a couple of different duties. They have a duty to warn guests or people who are invited over of hidden dangers. They have a duty to maintain their home in a safe condition. But then when you're inviting people over as sort of like renters, or you become like an innkeeper, for instance, you might have even more duties. For instance, you might have to warn people if you're in a high crime area, which I know that's not going to help your Airbnb rating, right? Lock the doors so we don't get murdered. But obviously, you have to kind of take those extra steps if you're in that sort of special relationship with the renter.
And what about your homeowner's policy? Does it cover things like this, or do you need to tell them you're doing this too?
So that's kind of what I meant when the insurance companies are catching up with it. They'll have a lot of exclusions in the policies, your homeowner's insurance policies. Double check it, because they might have an exclusion. Hey, we'll cover you for injuries, we'll cover you for losses, except if you're renting it out for a commercial purpose.
Really?
So your homeowners might not cover it, but there is a good news is Airbnb has kind of recognized we're not going to get too many people signing up to rent out their homes if we don't provide some sort of coverage. So they actually have their own sort of umbrella policy. It's $1 million worth of coverage that will cover you for injuries that guests sustain or property damages. But again, that's their insurance policy, and they're not in the business of paying out claims. They're in the business of holding on to their money. So you want to do everything that you need to do. Make sure you're telling your guests about hidden dangers. Make sure you're keeping the property in a safe condition, and then make sure you're looking at your insurance policies for your homeowners, and then taking a look at the Airbnb insurance policies, and definitely check your city's ordinances for short-term leases.
Great job.
Thanks.
Good to see you, my friend.
You too.
And remember, the Ask a Lawyer folks will be here until 9:30. Numbers are on the bottom of your screen. If you missed them this month, Dane and his friends are going to be back every Thursday of every month. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Russell, you like grilled cheese?